Welcome back. Breaking news. President Joe Biden has issued a pardon for his son, Hunter Biden, and we've just received a statement from Stephen Chung of the Trump campaign. The statement reads, "The failed witch hunts against President Trump have proven that the Democrat-controlled DOJ and other radical prosecutors are guilty of weaponizing the justice system. That system of justice must be fixed and due process must be restored for all Americans," which is exactly what President Trump will do as he returns to the White House with an overwhelming mandate from the American people, end quote. My next guest is someone who's very familiar with the First family. Joining me now is Michael LaRosa, former press secretary to First Lady Jill Biden. Michael, thanks for joining us on such short notice on this night of breaking news. Again, the president repeatedly disclaimed the prospect of using executive clemency to pardon his son, Hunter Biden, and now he has, and there will likely be criticism on Capitol Hill for that. Why make the statement that he would not do this in the first place and then ultimately turn around and do it? I think most people would have understood if he, as a father, chose to pardon his son under these circumstances.
Yeah, I do understand the frustration that Congressman Walsh is talking about or speaking from. You know, we really, at the Biden campaign in 2020 and in the White House, we always held ourselves to a much higher standard. At the same time, it's important to remember that when we talk about the weaponization of government, Hunter Biden specifically is ground zero for the weaponization of government. I mean, this is a very non-politically active son of a, at the time, a former vice president who was seen as the main threat to the sitting president. So what did they do? They appointed prosecutors who took 5 years, longer than the Monica Lewinsky 10-star investigation, to come up with a first-time gun offense, a gun that he never loaded and owned for 11 days, and a first-time tax offense for which he paid back in full with penalty and interest, the way many Americans do, because millions of Americans don't pay their taxes on time as well. So the politicalization and the weaponization of family is really a can of worms that I think the Republicans have opened up on a political front that I think they're going to come to regret, because now they're putting family in play, they're putting in-laws in play, they're putting children and kids and grandkids of elected leaders in play. And I don't know how they're going to put that back into the can again.
No, you make a good point. And certainly before these federal prosecutions, there was discussion of Hunter Biden's business transactions in Ukraine with Burisma. I mean, this is someone who has been in the news for a while and has been the target of a lot of inquiries and attention. And of course, the pardon power has been used by other presidents to pardon family members, Bill Clinton with Roger Clinton and Donald Trump with Jared Kushner.
Let's talk about Jared Trump, his son-in-law's father, I think 3 campaign advisors, and people who were convicted of war crimes, of murder in Iraq. He pardoned all of them. So to be having this conversation right now, look, I think it's important what the president did. I'm always weary of timing and politics and whether he should have been so adamant in the first place that he wasn't going to pardon him. However, we can't sit by and let these double standards just go by. And I mean, these crimes would never have been investigated at the federal level by the Justice Department were his last name not Biden.
Michael, you've had a front row seat to the Biden family over the years. What were these discussions within the Biden family at Thanksgiving likely about, and how did this go down? Quickly.
Look, these are painful discussions. Like they raised their family at a point in politics through the 70s, 80s, and 90s when there was civility in politics. This has been a hellish experience for the Biden family for 5 years. I'm just glad that this Thanksgiving they can now put this behind them, finally, for the first time in 5 years.
All right, Michael LaRosa, lots to say here. We're going to see more of this shaking out. Any closing thoughts before we leave?
No, my heart goes out to Dr. Biden and the Biden family, because, like I said, they've been through hell because of what the Republicans have done to this family over the last 5 years before they were in the White House, and I'm sure we'll go on after out of the White House too.
All right, Michael LaRosa, thank you for those insights. Our breaking news